This is Cynthia Toet, your TV host for Your Hidden Love Story. I want you to keep your mindset on the higher vibrational mindset so you can keep living your life and going on this beautiful journey you got. Can't live here without you. We need all of you. You're all here. You have all a special reason, a special purpose, and nobody can do it just like you. This is Cynthia Toet, your TV host for Your Hidden Love Story, episode 2015. And we're going to talk about emotional well-being during this Cancer and full moon. Woo, 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 woo. A good time to talk about that emotional well-being. I do believe that the main reason I come, scratch, back up. Wait a minute. Let's rewrite that script. Let's rewrite that story. Now, let's start here. I do believe that my main, no, I got to do it again. Rewrite, re-script. I'm starting it off all backwards here, you guys. I do believe that we have all been misled and misguided by our emotional selves, and that's one of the main reasons why I come onto this show, is to rewrite your story, to flip your emotional story around to better. What do I mean by, what are we living in with our emotional self? Our go-to vibration is of a lower vibration. It is of fear, doubt, insecurity, not whole enough, not complete enough, operating from from anxiety and trying to please the world in some way, or just even one person out there. We're trying to do everything out there, and it doesn't really work that way. It doesn't give us strength. It doesn't give us momentum. My goal here is, again, to flip the emotional part of the story around in the background that's going on in the background in your everyday life, to be operating from a higher vibrational energy. That would be one out of love, laughter, play, joy, happiness, peace, and harmony, passion and desire. Come on, baby, let's get this show rolling, and let's get your life a-going. Yeah. I love doing my intro. You know, you guys, when I was doing Uber, I would say that intro to people in the car. They would just really, really love it. In fact, I got quite a bit of my followers from doing my Uber rides. So emotional well-being for this new moon here. It's not a new moon, it's a full moon in Cancer, and it is happening right now. And I wanted to talk a little bit about that. And so we're going to do that. During this Cancer full moon, January 13th of 2025, it's a great time to reflect on your past and nurture your emotional well-being. It is a moment of time to focus on self-love, my number one category, and setting healthy boundaries. Maybe consider engaging in some kind of rituals like cleansing, a bath cleansing to release negativity, or to release negative emotions, or promoting some kind of healing. And with additional alignment happening with the sun, with Uranus, might inspire a creativity risk and reconstructing your direction in life. This is the first full moon in 2025, and it is falling in the sign of Cancer. It urges us to lean into a new way of being. It is hard for ourselves to get rid of old memories of what has been, but we should shift our perception and embrace the best story yet when it comes to those memories. Just let's flip that story around. So that older story is not one of a lack mentality or one that's not working for us, that we get to work with it. This Cancer and full moon is about releasing that emotional baggage. Let's release it. Let's purge it. Let's let it go. For the emotions run high and heated with this illumination of the full moon as it merges forces with this ongoing anxiety, insecurity, which is happening because because Mars is in retrograde too, which brings in that extra emotional feeling with the insecurities and doubts. But despite the aggression energy from the Mars retrograde, the moon prevails in its power. The moon is stronger. It's our guiding light to home, thriving in the sign of the crab, yet the Cancer. The Cancer full moon brings us moments of closure, contentment, and vulnerability, reflection to a full circle. We can see where we've been handing our power away. Yeah, we've been handing our power away. And it's nice to be able to reclaim that power to reclaim that power with our inner narrative as how we are speaking to ourselves. To release and nurture the emotional balance, you can start by acknowledging and expressing your feelings, like through a journaling or automatic writing, which I have in my playlist over in the Gypsy Medicine Woman. Anyway, it's automatic writing. Right now is a really good time to utilize that tool. Or to be talking to someone you can trust, or even to an AI chat box nowadays, go to figure, to be able to help you reflect on what it is you need some reflection on. Or another good thing to do is to be practicing mindfulness or meditation. On the mindfulness, I also have another video on mindfulness. You guys can check it out too. I'll get the playlist in here, or Andrew will get it in here shortly, or before the show ends, so you guys can have that before I depart. But you can also so you can use the mindfulness to be able to center your emotions. And to remember to set boundaries and prioritize yourself to maintain an emotional well-being. Ways to setting healthy boundaries. What do I mean by that? Setting healthy boundaries can start by clearly communicating your needs. For example, if you need personal time, you can say, I need some time for myself this evening. Nothing personal, I just need some time for me. It is important for us to respect your limits by also saying no to extra tasks when you're overwhelmed. Like when another example for setting a boundary in relationships is by how we express how we want to be treated, such as I feel disrespected when this happens, or let's work on this. It's all about honest and constant communication. And then how to prioritize self-care into this emotional well-being. Self-care involves activities that nurture your physical, emotional, or mental well-being, including coming to the show or watching any of the shows that have been done before, or going to the Gypsy's Toolbox list. Any of that will help. And it can also mean making time for hobbies that you enjoy, or practicing relaxation or techniques, or just simply spending quiet time alone. The key is to regularly prioritize activity that recharge and rejuvenate you. This Cancer and the full moon, it wants to bring out the emotions, it wants to bring out the chaos, it wants to bring out what's not working. And it's our job, it's our responsibility to reflect on it, to look at it, to see how can we look at whatever is bringing this anxiety or this tension or this feeling of discomfort into our life. How can we look at that emotional story? So how can we look at it to change the vibration around of that lower vibrational energy up to a higher one? It is not about changing what's happened in the past. It is about how we are expressing the past event back to ourselves so we can live comfortably within this present moment for anything that has taken place in the past. That's probably kind of what encouraged me to write this book. It's called Flipping Your Emotional Story Around to Better. In the book, it really is talking about how we actually got stuck in those lower vibrations in different areas in different ways. I do have a little commercial I'm going to run for you. Let me go ahead and run it for you, and I'll be right back. So don't go anywhere. And it's commercial break time. And what's she going to talk about on her commercial? Now, what's she going to talk about? She's going to talk about, did you know that Cynthia Toet, she's an author. She wrote a book this year called Flipping Your Emotional Story Around to Better. Yes, that's the book that she wrote, and it is on Amazon. It is an ebook and a hard copy, whichever you prefer. Go over there right now and grab your copy right now to see what it's going to take to flip your emotional story around to better. Okay, back to the show now. So there are, with the zodiac sign finds this emotional fulfillment under Cancer full moon today. There are 4 zodiac signs that actually benefit more so from this full moon that's going on. Besides, there's 3 besides Cancer. Of course, Cancer is going to illuminate on it, Well, for Aries is one of them. It's going to help Aries more so than some of the other signs. And Aries, it was going to help Aries with family ties. It will be shedding light on their personal lives, Some may be a little bittersweet, yeah, when it comes to that emotional self, but that's, right now is the time to, let it happen. There will be chapters that will be closing with increased emotional awareness. That emotion is going to be increased and you're going to be aware of it with some intense emotions, ones that you cannot miss. This full moon in Cancer strengthens Aries awareness. They can expect to improve relationships, especially with their family, rather their chosen family members or close loved ones or inherited. It doesn't matter, whoever you consider to be part of your family. And during this time, Aries should practice vulnerability, processing repressed feelings. Even though it may be tempting to revert to old patterns, old cycles, or old habits, it is time to release outdated traditions or approaches that limit your happiness. Then how does Cancer benefit in this area? Cancer benefits by utilizing this time for their emotional peace. Cancer is experiencing a profound experience in this full moon peaks in their sign. As this full moon peaks in their sign, there is an opportunity for Cancer to come to this full circle with challenging emotional experiences, understanding their deeper spiritual meaning and purposes. Their intention is awakened, coming to understanding their difficulties of their life path. During the Cancer full moon, this zodiac sign is blessed with bringing clarity to releasing blocked, pinned up emotions. Nice. Let's release those after a good cry, woo, 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 or letting themselves just feel what they've been feeling or what they have been avoiding to reach their full potential with joy in their life. Then another sign that really fully benefits in this time is Libra. Libra is how they get to, and well, for the Libras, for empowerment, glory, to their highest abundance and opportunities. During the Cancer full moon, the Libra is experiencing breakthroughs, coming full cycle. Their intention sharpens them to make wise, practical decisions. The future feels compelling as Libras validate their worth, their talent, their capability, and authority over their own personal life. And with their public life also being impacted, it becomes natural to focus on determining which professional or logical decisions will empower them the most. Libra is being nudged by divine timing to claim their worth by releasing any form of downplay when it comes to their own personal strengths. It's important for them to recognize humanity and self-doubt are two different things. Letting insecurity hold one back can limit your potential. No one wins by hiding in their shadow. Now is the time to come out and shine and reach for the stars. And the last one that really benefits from this Cancer full moon, which I think it was said it was a harvest full moon too. I forgot to write that down. But Cancer, this is the Capricorn. The Capricorn, how it benefits Capricorn is relationship validity. A Cancer full moon brings Capricorn a socially empowering experiencing, highlighted those who invest time, effort, love, and energy into them, while also prompting Capricorn to clearly commit to others, even if it means overcoming vulnerability. Realization pours in, allowing Capricorn to be mindful of their approach to others. They may acknowledge that some people are unable to withstand the test of time or provide the emotional stability that they desire. Yet it may be refreshing to see the loved ones or professional support that do show up at this time. Reflecting honestly on their connections give them the strength that comes from being confident within their relationships. That's the research Miss Gypsy done on this full moon in Cancer when it's connected to the emotional well-being. And no, I didn't pull it all up for all 12 signs because I guess that's what Divine wanted me to do, was just to let you know who's going to be affected the most. Yeah. So it's almost like this full moon has to do with, now is the time we need to make this shift. We need to make this change, this emotional change, because we want to be making sure that we're letting go of the baggage, anything that's not working for us for our highest good, anything that's not in the energy that you want to be living in. That's what we need to make sure that we're releasing, we're allowing to let it go, we're purging it. And my idea is truly to be rewriting the story, flipping the emotional part of the story around to a higher vibrational story or higher vibrational energy, so you can truly bring that energy forward. So we're leaving the garbage, the baggage of the past behind, and we've taken the time to rewrite the script, to rewrite the story, to bring a better story forward, so that old story never comes up again the same way, where it doesn't energetically come up the same way, it doesn't emotionally come up the same way. Anytime you think about that past now, it comes up with a higher vibration, because now you're at peace to whatever may have taken place in the past. Okay. All right, let's get you a card from Love Your Inner Goddess, Mermaid Soul, and the Lion-Heartedness. Okay, the Mermaid Soul. Let's see what she has to say. I don't think I've read that one before. If I have, it's not very many times. And it's number 33. The numbers I've been seeing a lot of is 333 or 33. I've seen a lot of 33s 3 days in a row, and 7s and 11s or 11-7, 11-11, 7s and 11s. Yeah, lots of them. But the 33s have been really apparent too. And what's it say here? I'm telling you, they make these words so. Love is not blind. It only needs what matters. Okay, that's what the Mermaid Soul says. Let's get in the book and see what the Mermaid Soul says. Card number 33. Deep within you, you know what excites you, and you know what inspires you. Your job isn't to decide that inspiration is practical, realistic, or even possible. Human beings have been showing throughout history that the idea which they once scoffed at being ridiculous or impossible is to achieve and become the realistic that they can rely upon to take for granted as a nature part of their daily lives, and not long afterwards. You too shall move away from doubt, to wondering how you ever lived without this passion. Going right into passion, going right into desire. How have you ever lived without this idea? How have you ever lived without this inspiration of yourself? Let the universe show off its creative flair for the unexpected and the inspirational through you. Do not give up on what truly moves you and inspires your heart, for soon enough it will be part of your world. This spiritual guidance. You are a rare creature, not entirely of this world. I don't know, I'm just reading it from the book, you guys. You need to swim in deeper waters of mystery and meaning. In those deep places you can commune with the sacred and be nourished by that which is real and yet cannot be explained. To deny this and remain on the surface of things will not satisfy your soul. It would be like eating stale biscuits when what you really are hungry for is for a very sweet fruit or the juice in the fruit. Too much of what most people think is real in this world dries out your soul. That's the truth. You crave mystery and magic the way most other people crave control and certainty. These yearnings of yours are not immature or escapist. They are the voice of your inner mermaid rising up from your oceanic soul. Her siren song is the voice of your true desires. You are connected to the worlds beyond this physical reality, the worlds of spirit, healing, intuition, meditation, and creativity. Which what's a really good time for this full moon in Cancer, is the healing and the intuition, meditation, and creativity. When you are in touch with her, you will embody your feminine freedom and spiritual independence. You will live the life accordingly to what fills you up, living from the inner peace where you feel at home, the realm of your soul. And then it gives us a little assignment here at the end. It says, imagine that your inner mermaid can sing to you now, using whatever words or sounds that she likes. Her honest voice raises up from the depths of your soul. Let her sing to you, expressing deep truths either aloud or silently as you listen to her with your spiritual ability of your inner hearing. Receive her siren song, whether it makes sense straight away or not, with unconditional acceptance and loving respect. That's what I have for the Mermaid Soul for tonight's show, and I'll get you some of my other cards here. Flipping cards. The flipping cards. Let's get the flipping story going right. Flip that story. Flip it. Flip that script. Oh, I got the time frames. Oh, no. Here we go. Or let's see what the cards have to say for you guys today. Ooh, your dreams are near. Yep. Keep going after those dreams. The more you go after them, they come more real. Uncover your mask. It's safe to take off the mask to be truly who you are. Life is sweet when we're looking through the right eye set, through the right mindset. Life is truly sweet. Miracles do happen on a daily basis. Many miracles happen every single day, and life is truly solid. That's what I have for today's show, Emotional Wellbeing, and during this full moon in Cancer. I hope you enjoyed it. And for those that haven't been here for a while, I have been taking the show and splitting it in two, where I'm doing the self-love for the first 30 minutes, and then I go ahead and end the show, and about 15-20 minutes later I come back in to continue on giving the readings for what do you guys need to know for your highest good. And so I want to thank each and every one of you coming to the show and being a regular. It really makes a world of difference to me. In fact, I even have this little thank you video that I'm going to play for you right now. But remember, you have to come to the second part of the show for those readings, for those that are watching the live. Bye-bye, butterflies.